Hey, welcome to this presentation of Atelier Residences Miami. So you might be wondering, what is Atelier? Well, Atelier is a brand new boutique condo project that is located in one of Miami's most underrated neighborhoods, the Roads. It's designed for investors who want a stylish short-term rental friendly residence that performs like a hotel. And most importantly, it's one of the most affordable entry points in the Miami market. You're just 5-10 minutes away from absolutely everything in Miami. Brickell, Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, even Key Biscayne and the most beautiful beach are right there. But you don't have all the noise, all the traffic, and all the chaos that you would have in Brickell or downtown, for example. You're also in the middle of every activity that you would want to do in Miami, like Villa Vizcaya, for example, one of the main touristic points in Miami that is right next door to our residence. You have the Venetian pool that is nearby as well, and all the yacht club in Coconut Grove, all the restaurants in Coral Gables, and also Brickell that is just 5-10 minutes away with the Brickell Sea Center and all the restaurants as well. So you're really in the middle of everything happening in Miami. Let's talk a little bit about the team that has been working on this project. So the developer is Building Venture. Rene Bello he has a little bit more than 10 years of experience in building condominiums in South Florida. He was part of the Royal Palm Company that is well known for having built the Paramount Miami World Center and the Legacy Miami World Center. Those are two projects that Rene Bello manage on behalf of Royal Palm Company. And is also the developer of the Hyatt Regency Grand Reserve, that is one of the largest hotels in Puerto Rico. So it's a developer that has a lot of experience in condominium development, but also in hospitality and hotel management. The architect Gensler have been realizing projects all around the world, from Miami, New York, but also Dubai, in Europe, in a lot of different places around the world. Interior design, it's Pfizer House that has been doing a lot of remodeling and a lot of interior design in Miami. They're known for having designed some of the residences at Aston Martin, as you can see here on the renderings. And then sales and marketing would be us, DMT. And we're a company that focuses on boutique size projects in South Florida. Some of the projects that we've been managing are condominium club and residences in North Bay Village, La Bahia North, Solina, and Pool House that are in Bear Harbor, among other projects. The residence is mostly hotel style residence. So we have 148 units, but the majority of studios. So we have 132 studios. We also have 12 one-bedroom, and we have 4 townhouses on the back of the residence. My most popular floor plan is going to be those studios. As you can see, it's a layout that feels and looks a lot like a hotel. It's been designed this way on purpose. You're going to find a fully equipped kitchenette in all the units, as well as a closet, a full bathroom, and this space that is bedroom and living room at the same time, with a full entertainment center. One of the very interesting points about this residence is that it comes fully furnished. So you don't need to think about anything at all. You can see here on the rendering this beautiful design of what the residence is really going to feel like and look like. Everything is going to be exactly like you're seeing it here, from the bed sheet to the towels, even the plates and all the equipment that you can see in the kitchen. Everything is going to be exactly like this. Talking about the kitchen, those are European-made kitchen. So you can see that the developer really spared no details for us. The quality of the materials that have been chosen, everything feels very luxurious. The goal here is really to feel like you're walking into a luxury boutique hotel in Europe. Same thing for the bathroom, very detailed oriented. All the materials feels very luxurious as well. not the kind of materials and finishes that you typically find in condo hotel residences in Miami. So as far as the studio, our most popular floor plan, we have two kinds of studios. We have the regular studios like this one, and we also have lockout studios. Now, you may be wondering, what is a lockout studio? Well, a lockout studio is a studio with a door that communicate from one unit to another. So you've probably been in some hotels where, sometimes you might go there with your kids, for example, or family members, and you want to have this possibility of communicating from one unit to another without having to go outside in the hallway. Well, that's exactly what it is. So we have lockout studios as well. You can buy two units side by side. When you come here, you can enjoy it with your family. And then when you want to rent it out, you have this flexibility of renting it as one combined unit or two separate units. Our studios are 360 square feet, which is about 33 square meters. So it's a good size, good volume for a studio or a condo hotel. We also have one bedroom that are slightly larger, 500 square feet, 46 square meters rough. And you can see here the layout of the one bedroom that really feels more like an hotel suite. So you have the studio that is more like your standard room in an hotel, and then you have the hotel suite, where you have a separate living room area and then bedroom area. That's really what those units look like and feel like. I would say if you're an investor, the studio might be the best option for you. Now, let's say you're traveling and you want to spend some time in Miami, you want to use your unit maybe a few weeks per year and you want to rent it out the rest of the time. Well, you might want to have a little bit more space. And in this case, this floor plan of the one bedroom might be the better option for you. This is what the one bedroom is going to look like. So you have this space when you come into the unit with your living room area. You have a kitchen that is slightly bigger than on the studios. You're open on a bathroom on this side, the area, and you can see the door that communicates to the bedroom. As always, entertainment center, TVs, everything is fully packaged and fully included, so you don't need to have any extras. And this is a bedroom side, I mean. And then lastly, we're going to have 3-bedroom townhouse that are on the back of the residence. I will show you later on the building by itself, but those are duplex townhouse. We only have 4 of them, so those should go pretty fast. It's really a house, so it's slightly different from the condo hotel. This time you have a full kitchen, more space. We have 1,500 square feet. So it's going to be for a profile of client that is slightly different from pure investment. But you can see the feel of the townhouse, more space, still the same quality of materials, still European-made kitchens, still the same finishes in the bathroom, fully furnished as well, TVs, sofas, all the furniture, everything is included. Gives you an idea of what you can get as a townhouse in this residence. Now let's take a look at the property by itself, the building and all the amenities, because even though it's a boutique-sized building, so you have everything you can dream of in this building. You have, of course, a concierge downstairs with 24/7 desk services. You have coffee, beverage station. There's going to be a fine dining restaurant that is going to be European-style high-end restaurant that is also going to serve your units if you want to order room service. And it's going to service the pool deck as well as the breakfast. So you can order breakfast directly downstairs. So to give you an idea of the restaurant, you can see here on the rendering what it's going to look like. Same thing in the common area, as you can see, this luxury feel, the choice of materials, choice of furniture. This is a restaurant, very high-end layout on this restaurant. I'm not able, unfortunately, to release the name of who's going to operate the restaurant, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. It's going to be a very high-end European style restaurant, and it's going to be not only a great addition and a great value for the owners and the guests, but I believe that it's a restaurant that even people from the outside are going to want to go to enjoy dinner, people from the neighborhood and from all over Miami, because it's going to be very good and well-known chef. Let's take a look at the lobby, the entrance of the residence. So you can see here, again, the choice of materials, very, very high quality finishes all over. And then the entrance to the outside, it's a beautiful street, Coral Way. You can see those trees that must be 100 years old, a lot of vegetation. And the residence by itself, the architect got inspired by not only European luxury hotels, but also by Villa Vizcaya, that is just a few blocks away from us, Castle. And so the architect got inspired by this property to create this building. So you can see the choice of the finishes, you can see the materials, all the vegetation on this building. It looks really and feels really high-end. This is another rendering that shows a little bit more of the details of the front of the building. Now, let's go a little bit more higher in the floors of the residence. So you can see here our parking, valet parking for everybody. So you don't need to worry about it. You just come downstairs, you leave the keys, and the valet take care of it. There's going to be laundry in the building as well. And you can see our townhouse that are going to be on the back side of the residence. If we go up one floor, you're going to find Kaya, our membership club. Unfortunately, at the time of this presentation, we don't have the renderings yet. It's going to come very soon. But for those of you that know Soho House, it's going to be very similar to Soho House. So it's going to be a private members club. There's going to be some membership from the outside, a very limited number of membership. The owners are also going to get a membership, and it's going to be like Soho House, but more oriented towards wellness. You can see the little ID of the kind of services. There's going to be some juice bar, there's going to be some IV therapy and much more. And the developer also kept some social space. So social space is going to be some areas where you can do, your birthday party, you can rent out the space, or at least book the space to, entertain your friends and all of that. And there's going to be also entertainment that is going to be managed by the residents, entertain the guests as well. So a lot of activation is going to happen in this building. Now let's go one floor higher, and now we're in the full space of amenities where you the gym, the spa, the wellness center, and also the pool deck. So let's start with the gym. Use the gym. As you can see, very, very high-end finishes, very clean design, very minimalist and modern. And what you can see in the outside of those windows, you can barely see it because there is a lot of vegetation and green space, but it's actually our pool deck. And the pool deck I'm going to show you right after is amazing because you have this view of the Brickell skyline. It's going to be a very enjoyable place, be there by the pool, have a drink, order food from the European restaurant downstairs and just enjoy this space. But you can appreciate the design of the gym. And this is the entrance of the spa. I should have more renderings coming very soon. There's going to be a lot of things in this spa. There's going to be cold plunges. There's going to be sauna, steam room, yoga, meditation area, and then a lot of programs for the wellness center that are going to be more like a la carte kind of services. But there's going to be a longevity program, hormone balancing, thermal therapeutic, IV treatment. There's even going to be a juice bar and a meal programming. So a lot of things around wellness, which is, by the way, a $31 billion industry. So imagine for guests being able to come and stay in this residence that is going to be the only short-term rental, the only hotel available in this neighborhood. But on top of that, for people that are wellness, which is a lot of people nowadays, this is going to be a really wellness-oriented luxury boutique hotel. So a lot of benefits for guests as well. Let's take a look at the pool deck. I sold you on this pool deck. I really love this rendering. You can see the the Brickell skyline. So it's, if you ask me, in my opinion, the best view of the building, because you're going to have a city with the lights at night, which is pretty amazing. You have cabanas, you have lawn share. Once again, service, you can order food from downstairs. And there's going to be a lot of activation as well. So there's going to be a DJ coming on weekend. There's going to be a yoga class outside. There's going to be a lot of things happening in this residence. Here's another view, the pool. It lets you appreciate as well the materials of the building. You can see the finishes. It's going to be a gorgeous building. And the cabanas here on this side. Another thing that I didn't mention, but not only you have the Kaya, the private membership club. By the way, Kaya is for Villa Vizcaya, that is right next door. You're going to have the gym, wellness center, all those treatments for wellness, all those classes of yoga and activation that are going to happen. But on top of that, we have private beach club. So you're going to be able to go to the beach, and you're going to have your umbrella and your lawn chair on the beach. So you don't need to, lay down in the sand, and it's going to be included in the cost of your HOAs as well. Now, looking at a floor higher, on the 5th floor and up to the 10th floor, that is going to be my highest floor. All the floor plans are going to be identical. So the layout is always going to be the same. You're going to find my 1-bedroom that are on each extremity. So you understand now that I have a very limited supply of 1-bedroom because there's only 2 per floor. You're going to find my studios. And then right here in the middle are the famous lockout studios that we talked about. So remember, lockout studios mean there is a door that communicates from one unit to another, which is very convenient and is an added value for rental later on. And it's also an added value for you if you wanted to use it a few weeks per year. Another very interesting thing about this building is that when you go to a higher floor, obviously, I'm not going to tell you it's an oceanfront building. It's not, it's a dry lot. Because in this neighborhood, remember, we're the only 10-story high building in a residential neighborhood where everything is single family around. You have a protected view. And on this side of the building, my rendering is cut here, but you can see as far as Key Biscayne. So you can really see the ocean. You can see, I have a partial view on the ocean and Key Biscayne. And it's a view that is protected. It's never going to move because of all those green space, all those residential space that are here in the roads and Coconut Grove and all that. Now let's talk a little bit about the availability, and this price sheet that you see here is probably going to evolve depending on what time you watch the recording of this video. So those are the pricing as of right now. It might evolve later on. But my entry price is going to be $400,000 on the lockout studios. Then we have the standard studios that are slightly larger in size, that are going to fluctuate from $416 to $429. And then I'm going to have the 1-bedrooms that are going to be at $660. You don't see the townhouse yet because we haven't released the townhouse yet. So if you're interested by a townhouse, please send me a message and I will see what I can do. But it gives you an idea of the budget for those units. As you can see, and I can tell you that as of right now, as of today, this is the most affordable option if you want to get into the Miami market. And trust me, I know all the building, all the residences in pre-construction, it's impossible to find a product of this quality in Miami right now for $400,000. It simply doesn't exist. So if that's what you're looking for, you should move fast because prices are going to increase as we hit some milestone. Just to give you an idea, without having our sales gallery yet, without even having this presentation that you're looking at right now, we're already 20% sold. It means that we're going very soon to have to increase the price because we're going to hit a new milestone. Now our sales gallery is going to open in about a month. Sales are going to accelerate. So now you're coming at a perfect time to take action and benefit from those first family and friends pricing that we still have today before the next price increase. Now, going back to this presentation, one of the things that I really want to talk about is the rental program that we have here at Atelier, because that's something very, very unique. You know, the way condo hotels and short-term rental residences work in Miami is you're buying this unit, you have usually some restrictions. You have some blackout period, for example. That means that you can only use your unit a few weeks or a few days per year. Usually it's about 30 days. You also have some restriction as far as what property manager you can use. Usually there is a property manager for the building and that's it. You don't really have a choice. So they give you 2 or 3 options, which is very limited. And on top of all of that, you have to pay property management fee for this person that is going to manage your listings on Airbnb or all those booking.com and all those different platforms. The developer of Atelier pioneered a new model that is fully integrating the property management in the HOA. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you're already paying for your HOA, right? Why would you pay a property manager on top of that? Especially when I see fees at 20, 25, 50% sometimes in some residences in Miami. No, I won't give you any names today, but they're out there. There is some residences taking 50%. It doesn't make any sense as an investor. Most of your cash flow is going to go straight out of the door, and then there's nothing left. So in this model that we're operating at Atelier, we run some simulation. As an owner, you're going to keep 90% of your rental income. Why 90%? Well, it's very simple. 100% of the rent less the cost of your HOA means 90% of your income that goes straight into your pocket. Nothing else. No split, no property management fee, nothing else. So let's go a little bit into the details. Oh, and by the way, the HOA is managed by First Service Residential. You can Google their name. They're one of the largest HOA management company in Miami. So it's a legit company that, is going to manage the residence. Here's a simulation. So as you can see here, you have the top section here that is going to be what does a guest pay. So just as an hotel, when you come here as a guest from Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, doesn't matter what source, you have those fees that are going to get charged to you like any hotel guest. So you have, of course, the cost of the night. Simulation is made for 2 nights minimum, and you have the 6 nights here on this side. But have an average. You have the cleaning fee that is charged like in an hotel or any Airbnb. You always have a cleaning fee. You're going to have the resort fee that is about 5%, that is charged to the guest as well. And then you have the state tax and local tax that is, once again, pretty normal in any hotel or Airbnb or any of that. So the cost for a guest is going to be about $651 in this example. Then on this side here, you're going to have what part of this income goes straight into your pocket as an owner. And as an owner, you have the room fee of $450 that goes straight to you. And then you have the cleaning fees and the host service fees. So you have a total of $556.50 that are being sent to you. So what is the difference? Well, you have a difference of $132.50. That is your HOA fee that you're paying. So as you can see, it's 90% of your income that goes straight into your pocket. It's a very unique, I know it takes a while sometimes to grasp the concept because it's a very unique concept that quite frankly, I didn't see anywhere else in the world. It doesn't exist in Miami for sure. And it's a concept that makes a lot of sense because you save a lot of money as an investor. And after all, you're already paying for the HOA. They already have staff here downstairs at the front desk. So they just needed to, adapt the system of the HOA a little bit, hire some additional people to manage, to manage everything as a hotel. It's a way more simple and straightforward system. So you're probably wondering how much is the HOA going to cost for something like that? And the crazy part is that it's pretty standard. We only have $1.65 per square feet of HOA, which is very standard for Miami. You know, you're paying for the amenities and all of that. I've seen everything in Miami from $1.40 up to $2 in some projects, especially for short-term rentals. So $1.65 is a very fair price, especially because it includes everything. It also includes your internet. It includes, of course, your water, you know, all the common area, all of that, and the cleaning of your unit and the management of your unit on Airbnb. So it's fully integrated. You don't have to pay any management fee aside from that. The only thing that you're going to have as an owner is going to be the electricity of your unit, the property tax, and then the insurance as well. All those packages are currently included in the price. That might change at some point, but at the time of this video, all of those things, you know, the appliances and once again, the linen and, you know, plates and everything is included in the price. As far as the construction timeline, so we're doing groundbreaking at the end of the year. So Q4 of 2025 for a delivery in 2027. You can book a unit right now, reserve your unit with 20%, and there's going to be over 20% at groundbreaking, a 10% at top off, and then the residual 50% at closing, which is pretty standard. If you're watching this video, my contact information should be down below in the description. So please, if you have any question whatsoever, send me a text message on WhatsApp or an email or give me a call. I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. We're happy to work with brokers as well. So if you're a broker, ask me for our broker package and the Dropbox. And I'm looking forward to work with all of you guys. Thank you.